Ladies and gentlemen, Lord of the Rings fans, we've got the new addition to the trilogy. This is the Lego Bag End set, based off the famous introduction to the Lord of the Rings movie, and we get to see all of our new exclusive minifigures here. Every single one of these minifigures is new and exclusive, whether that be the same character in a new outfit, or new hair molds, or a new torso, and a whole new characters as well. This is absolutely awesome, and it's also coming with a gift with purchase, the recreation of the scene where Smeagol and Gollum is created, so that's really cool, and we'll see more official images on that sometime soon. This set will release on April the 1st, and it is also gonna have £250 price tag, which I think is reasonable when looking at the other two Lord of the Rings sets, which we will in just a second. We haven't got a confirmed piece count yet, but you guys have been absolutely eating up the channel, giving us some of the best analytics I could ever ask for. We are racing to that 200 subscriber goal, where we're going to open 2 brand new, retired, new in box Lego sets. This set was going to be part of that trilogy of unboxed, unopened, retired Lego sets. But with the new Lord of the Rings announcement, I wanted to do something to celebrate that happening. So I'm going to very carefully unlock these 3 minifigures from this set, and probably build the build as well at some point. Maybe time-lapse the build, but get these 3 minifigures out and add them to this exclusive case right here. But we're also going to open a vintage package that came today and add some more minifigures to the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit collection. So let's do that in honour of Bag End. But first, just to prove you, I am a massive Lord of the Rings fan. Let me roll you some footage to sort of vet my qualifications to talk about Lord of the Rings. Roll the next clip. So if I couldn't prove to you enough already how much of a Lord of the Rings fan I am, I've got Rivendell there, and I have Barad-dûr there as well, which are 2 of the best Lord of the Rings, 2 of the best Lego sets I've ever seen in my life. And my display goes right there on top. We've extracted all the minifigures from both of these sets and added them to this display case already, but we're adding more every single opportunity we get, whether that's at a Lego convention, a Lego fair, or some cool sellers on eBay and Vinted helping us out. There's also 1 or 2 technically, or 3 even, items I want to show you to also vet the fact that I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. I have the collector's edition Lord of the Rings for the Xbox 360 that came with the exclusive Elrond minifigure. I got that in Huddersfield CEX. I got this one in Oldham CEX. Travelled all the way to Oldham, which I don't like doing often, but I did it for Lord of the Rings. And we got the Hobbit here, which is awesome. So the Xbox One version of the Lego Hobbit game, and the Xbox 360 version with a paper hardback as well for Lego Lord of the Rings, which is pretty awesome. Within my notebooks here, I've also got a sealed Lord of the Rings note journal, just in case I actually go to any conventions and meet any of the actors, I could get them to sign it. I have a really sick story about how I actually got that set for just $4.99, which we'll do a video on sooner to the time of the new set releasing. I also have a really sick replica of Sting, which is technically Bilbo's sword that he passes down to Frodo, and the One Ring. Chained up there, by the way, just attached to the hilt of the sword there, because no one is powerful enough to resist the ring. But yeah, it's pretty safe to say I'm a massive Lord of the Rings nerd, and I'm going to open this in honour of this set being announced. Leaked. It's not really technically been fully announced yet, as it's not on the LEGO official website, but when it does go to the official website, we'll do an in-depth review on the website and then talk about the plan of picking this up day one, which we're 100% doing, and actually for a discount. So we're going to talk about that in just a mo. But we're going to open this set, we're going to open that package, we're going to add our new minifigures to the case, and if you're lucky, I might even give you a little time-lapse of me building this little set here. So we're going to open this mint sealed in box Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies Lego set that comes with these 3 really cool exclusive minifigures, and I'm going to add them to my collection. So enjoy. This feels very sacrilegious, but I have opened and built my first ever retired Lego set. It even advertises at the back of the booklet the Smaug Lego set. And oh my god, if I could get that today, my head would explode. But what a sick looking set that is. That looks awesome. But yeah, this is the set 79015, The Hobbit Battle of Five Armies. And it is literally just called the Witch King Battle, because this guy at the front is the Witch King, and they are battling him, and that's pretty cool. And I put the build, back in the box? Maybe if I pull it, because it's got this cool feature where it does pull in half, and then maybe if I just pop the tree off the top, it could live back in this box pretty easily. I think it will be fine. There we go. Let's snap the tree off. Put it back in. There we go. I'll seal that back up, because that box by itself just looks pretty damn cool. So I like that a lot. And it got a few little leftover pieces there, which is cool. But yeah, it's pretty sick to have built my first ever retired Lego set. So yeah, we got the Witch King down here, we got Elrond, and we got this lady. I actually don't know her name off the top of my head, but it's pretty cool. I got also a little bonus minifigure, which is a skeleton, and the Witch King does come with his own specially molded little sword, like these little old medieval styled swords with the proper hilts and stuff, which look pretty awesome. I like that. I like that he's got that. That's pretty cool. And now we're going to actually open this red packet, because this red packet is from Vinted, and the seller is lovely. He always packages his stuff really well. So opening up this package, we're going to move minifigures from the retired set back here a little bit. Move them off into the distance, off into the horizon, and we can unbox what's inside here, which is again perfectly wrapped up with some bubble wrap, which we will save, because you never know when we need some bubble wrap when we do our own selling. Always good to have some spare bubble wrap. And every Lego fan's favourite, a little sandwich bag. In this little sandwich bag, we've actually got an addition. It's probably the most hardest thing to army build with, but this guy gave me an unpassable deal when it came on buying orcs. So orcs are the villains of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. They are fairly notoriously difficult to get your hands on, because obviously they are quite retired and quite expensive, most of them. They came out a long time ago, so obviously they are quite expensive and pricey to try and get a hold of these days. They are fairly difficult to grab. So the fact that we were able to actually pick some up for a fairly decent price, and the guy didn't try and overcharge us too much on them. So like I say, I have shopped with him before, and he's a lovely fella. He's a really sound guy, and he does do a lot of good deals and stuff. So we've got a few here, some really nice looking, badass looking orcs here, which are pretty sick. And yeah, even one with a special hand of Sauron on his helmet there, which is quite rare. I haven't got one like that in my collection. We got some bald ones here, which we're going to get some helmets and hair for in a moment, some ears maybe. We're going to reorganise my bottom shelf here. You can kind of see them. We've got some villains along the bottom. It's my orc army, and there's some spaces either side there to make them a little bit bulked up. So we're going to cake them out with some armour and some weapons, and we're going to chuck them in the display case. But today we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minifigures to the display case for now, which I'm pretty excited about. So let's see what that looks like when we put them all in the display case. So with a mega amount of rearranging, I have now got the finished lineup so far. We've got both Smeagol and Gollum next to each other, petrified Frodo at the back, got a few guys from the Hobbits, a few variants of Bilbo, put a new fur cape on Boromir and actually gave him his correct sword now. Merry and Pippin down the front, Aragorn, and he's got an awesome sick new cape and the correct sword as well. Sam, Frodo, Gandalf with a sword and staff, Legolas with a new updated bow, it's the one from Kate Bishop, Gimli and his father, And then we've got some guys here from the Battle of Helm's Deep. We've got King Theoden and a Rohan soldier. We've got a few more Rohan soldiers on the way, so we've left some room for them. Down here we've got Saruman, and we've got the... I think this guy's the guy who flies the Nazgul. Then we've got Sauron, Mouth of Sauron, Skeleton, the Witch King, a few guys from the army, the Undead King and his little undead soldiers. And you got a few variants of Elrond here as well, which are pretty cool. Got some custom pieces for them to hold sword-wise and weapon-wise. Really cool. Got 2 Evangelina lilies down there, looking pretty cool. We got Legolas, like an army version of an elf. And then we've got 2 regular elves with weapons, and then we've got this version as well with 2 daggers, which is pretty cool. She's the only redhead elf that we have at the moment, which is pretty cool. Then down here at the bottom we have an actual orc army now. We genuinely have a few orc soldiers, so we've got quite a lot of orcs. A few from Lord of the Rings, a few from The Hobbit. Pimped them out with some weapons and some armour and stuff. They look pretty sick down there. Got a couple more coming that are going to fit in at the end here, just fill it up. And then obviously we've got a big guy, King Goblin, but he can't fit sadly in the display case. And we've got a cave troll, hopefully eyed up on the way at some point in the future. We're also going to try and fit some LED lights inside of here at some point, so you guys will be able to light that up, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, a few little gaps here for a few special people to come later. But then I think I've got a pretty impressive Lord of the Rings set of minifigures, and I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, also got to leave some room for the hobbits to come in from Bag End as well, so that's pretty cool. Subscribe and enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.